Hey everyone, I'm Amber Tallarico, creator and director of What It Takes. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm really excited about this topic. Are you blocking your own potential for success? This is something, if you've been following our platform and our community for a while, this is something that I talk about a lot with kind of the whole mindset aspect of everything. I do a lot of reading with self-help books and law of attraction and mindset work, and I'm really excited to share all of this information with you guys. So if you're new here, like I said, I'm the creator and director of What It Takes. It's a documentary about makeup artists and what it takes to be successful. I was able to interview over 25 Oscar-winning or Emmy-winning makeup artists, and they essentially speak about their experiences of when they started out and what they had to do and their struggles and hardships of becoming successful as a makeup artist, as well as showcasing my personal journey of struggling and having hardships and all of that awesome stuff that we just love as makeup artists, right? We all struggle. It's the worst part of the journey, but also one of the best parts because it's such a great learning experience. Might not feel like it at the time, but it really is if you really look back at it. But anyways, I want to talk about blocks that we create for ourselves. Throughout my journey of reading a ton of books on how to overcome blocks, whether that's with blocks of success or money blocks or anything like that, I've discovered, for me personally, what works and kind of what doesn't. Now, it's going to differ from person to person because we're all different people. We all have different personalities. Some people might be more visual and some people might be more audible. So it definitely is completely up to you with what you end up doing with the advice that I give you for this video. A lot of the times, anytime I've given advice, I get a lot of great feedback on some of the things I'm going to go over. So here's the thing. I've discovered that, and I think that all of us have it to an extent, blocks around success and blocks around specifically money. If you're an artist of any sort, specifically in makeup artistry, you probably have a decent amount of blocks. And those blocks can be caused by family members, they can be caused by friends, or just people in general that have these negative annotations of what we do as makeup artists and how it's not a real job. That's actually been something that I feel like is most common with every makeup artist I've ever talked to. They know somebody, whether that's within their close group of friends and family, that have told them this is not a sustainable career. Like, you really think you're gonna make it? Like, good luck, you know? So I think over time, hearing that, we all create these little negative ideas or these kind of like little like devils on our shoulders saying that you can't do that, and you know, doubting ourselves, like, well, maybe they were right, maybe this isn't a real job, maybe you can't make money. And here's the thing, I've discovered throughout the last few years, experimenting with different ways of kind of overcoming those blocks, that when we actually take, it sounds funny, when we actually take action to overcome those blocks, it helps significantly. And I can tell from personal experiences. I've talked with other makeup artists that I've given the same advice to, and they had really great success with it as well. To kind of address those blocks. So these blocks, like I said, can be anything from people telling you, how to think and feel about this being a real job, and things like that, or things that happened when you were younger. I had a certain way of growing up that money was just not there. Everything was, we never had enough money. If I wanted to get Life cereal or Lucky Charms, well, that's too expensive, Amber. You can't get that. That's just too expensive. So, being conditioned, whether you grew up with a family that was similar to that, or if you grew up with a in a city that's conservative or something like that, and they were saying similar things, or talking about that makeup as a career is a joke. These are things that start to condition your mind in the subconscious part of our minds that can cause us to have blocks. And we have to get past those blocks in order to free ourselves to actually really be successful, not be successful, but like reach success, our most potential, our best potential, and essentially start making more money. A few years ago, I started really getting into this mindset stuff and really implementing the meditations that were suggested to me, the exercises that were suggested, and things like that. And once I started doing that, my finances started like just coming in, and it finally felt like everything I was doing to that point finally paid off. Because back in 2000, probably 14 was my worst year ever. I had like a credit score that was like below 300. I couldn't pay rent at all. Thank God for my sister that was out here. I don't think I paid her for a good 4 months of rent. There was just a lot of things that were really challenging me as a makeup artist to try to make it as a makeup artist. And then I started getting into these self-help things. So I'm excited to share this with you on, trying to overcome your blocks. It will help you significantly if you just try, if you haven't already, okay? So I'm going to be bringing a book in with this. So I'm going to essentially go with 3 ways that you can overcome these blocks. Because most likely, if you're still watching this, you have blocks yourself, okay? And we all have blocks to a certain degree, and I'm here to help you overcome those blocks, okay? This is just a very simple 3-step way to overcome your blocks, specifically with money. Because at the end of the day, I feel like, we all have a weird thing that we can't make money as a makeup artist. I think that's like one of the most common things that people talk about, that I've seen in forums, that I've talked about amongst other makeup artists and things like that. Because I'm here to tell you guys, there's a lot of money to be made in this industry. It's a $1 billion industry as far as makeup goes, with cosmetics and stuff like that. But there's millions and millions of dollars in the marketing world, in the film world, in the fashion world. There's a lot of money that you can make as makeup. It's the bridal industry, another like $1 billion industry right there. So you guys, you can make a lot of money by doing this. And not even to mention, if you created your own business with a cosmetic line or a blog, or if you start, I don't even know, just there's a lot of things that we can do as makeup artists. So first things first, you have to get clear on what those blocks are. So ways that you can get clear on these blocks is you can do meditations. You can kind of journal things out. I know a lot of the times journaling things out can really release what's actually going on in your mind. And I would suggest putting a timer for like 15 to 20 minutes and just writing things, and write on a specific topic of how you feel about either the lack of money you're making, where you're at in your career, if you have like a success block or something like that. I 100% have a success block. I think that, there's a lot of things like that happen amongst our industry. It's like the artist mentality, right? We always call ourselves the starving artists, right? So write it all out and then just see what surfaces, and then address those blocks. Something that helped for me specifically was meditations, and it brought up past experiences that I associated with money making and my beliefs of money. So I grew up in a religious upbringing, so money is like the root of all evil. So that was something that I kind of had to really work through, that like, well, money isn't really evil. Because we need it to survive. And when we have an excess amount of money, like, it's to each his own with what we do with it, right? For me, I would be doing things that were, of the better good, donating to charities, and, investing in myself. I wouldn't be like, ooh, give me this fur coat or something like that. But if that's what somebody wants to do, more power to them, right? So first things first is to get clear on those blocks. Okay. And, you know, the best way that I have like cleared those blocks is to set affirmations. You can read books. Like I said, the meditations were what really worked for me. There's a ton of meditational content out there that you guys could look into, even like hypnosis stuff, which is something I've even looked into as well that really, really help. The second way to kind of release blocks is to reprogram your mind. So really think about, what is it that you're telling your mind every single day? Yourself. Are you saying that you're not enough? Are you saying you're not making enough money? Are you saying you're not getting jobs? Oh, I'm not going to make enough money. This month I'm not going to be able to make rent. Because the moment that you start feeding into that negative mentality, you focus on that. And so your mind isn't open to the actual opportunities that are literally like passing you by. So whether you need to read a book, listen to a podcast, watch some videos, whatever you need to do to switch your mindset around and reprogram your mind so that it's, you know, the chatter is more positive than negative. I know it's a lot easier said than done. Something that can really help you is writing down an affirmation on a index card and always reading it. Keep it in your purse, keep it in your wallet, whatever. Putting the affirmation on your lock screen of your phone. That's something that really helped for me, because having the index card for me was like, well, I might forget it. And I totally, am just that person that will not always remember to read it. So having it on my phone, it's always there, the particular affirmation, which is, I am successful. That's what I have on my phone. So doing things like that actively to reprogram your mind for success and for getting over any money blocks, any success blocks, things like that. And the last step to take is to take action. So you can do all of these things, like, you can hope to do all of these things, but if you don't actually take action, you're not going to do anything. There's been a lot of things in my life that I've wanted to do, and I'm like, I'm going to take action to plan it, and I'm taking action to plan and plan and plan, and I never do it. And it's just, if you never actually take the real action, you're never going to go anywhere. You're just going to kind of go back to where you started. So take action, and, never give up, never give up on your dreams, and, understand that you will get through those blocks. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time and just be patient with yourself, because, it's not an overnight thing. It's not like you're going to write these affirmations down, for, a few days and it just goes away. Like, it's not like that's going to help you and you're going to be rich from that or something like that. That's not how it works. You have to consistently take action, consistently meditating. And here's a really great example for you guys. I write everything down. I write my goals down. I write my to-do list down. I write my numbers down from each month or each week that I'm working on, how much money I made that month or how much I made this month. And I noticed there were 3 months last year, or within the last year, that I was very, very consistent with meditating and doing yoga and actually doing a lot of the mindset work with like affirmations and things like that. There were 3 months out of the last year that the amount of money that I made within those specific months was significantly higher than the rest of the months where I, kind of fell off the wagon. And we all fall off the wagon. It's not like we are perfect every single day. It's not like that. We're all human. But just to show you guys, like, I see the benefit in utilizing this type of stuff for my career as a makeup artist. You may or may not believe in it, but I know that it works for me, and I know that it's in the numbers. Like I said, my numbers have like doubled in those particular months that I was utilizing this type of information and exercises. So I hope that this helps you if you do have your own blocks to overcome, whether it's with success blocks or money blocks, financial blocks, things like that. It's hard. It can be a lonely journey. I know that for sure. So I'm here to tell you that I have your back, and I love giving this type of information out. So you will always have, these videos to kind of watch for your own motivational and inspirational needs. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below on maybe what some of the blocks that you have, if you've discovered any, or comment on what you would want to try to overcome the blocks that you have. And yeah, like I said, head on over to the website so you can join our community, be a part of everything that we're doing. We have makeup challenges, free workshops, master classes, all these really awesome things for makeup artists. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you liked the video. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.